Namo Buddhaya, the Four Noble Truths. 1. The truth of suffering, Dukkha. The Buddha taught that life is marked by suffering, unsatisfactoriness, and impermanence. Birth, aging, sickness, and death are all forms of suffering. Even moments of pleasure are temporary and lead to attachment, which in turn creates more suffering. Recognizing the reality of suffering is the first step to awakening. 2. The truth of the cause of suffering, Samudaya. The cause of suffering is craving, taṇhā, and ignorance, avijjā. Desire for sensual pleasure, the desire to become, and the desire to avoid or not become are roots of suffering. Attachment and clinging to things that are impermanent lead to dissatisfaction and pain. 3. The truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha. When craving and ignorance are eliminated, suffering ceases. The Buddha taught that liberation, nirvana, is possible, a state of perfect peace, freedom, and the end of all suffering. This is the ultimate goal of the spiritual path. 4. The truth of the path leading to the cessation of suffering, magga. The path to the end of suffering is the Noble Eightfold Path, which consists of 1. Right view. 2. Right intention. 3. Right speech. 4. Right action. 5. Right livelihood. 6. Right effort. 7. Right mindfulness. 8. Right concentration. The Four Noble Truths taught by the Buddha in his first sermon at Deer Park in Sarnath are the foundation of the entire Buddhist path. Far from being a set of dogmas, they are a practical framework for understanding human existence and finding liberation from suffering. Each truth builds upon the other, forming a complete and coherent path toward enlightenment. The first noble truth, the truth of suffering, dukkha, recognizes the universal reality that life in its ordinary state is unsatisfactory. This suffering is not limited to physical pain, but also includes mental dissatisfaction, restlessness, and a subtle sense of incompleteness. Birth, aging, illness, and death are inevitable. Even pleasurable experiences are marked by impermanence. They end and thus lead to disappointment. By acknowledging this truth, the Buddha does not encourage pessimism, but calls for honest and clear observation of the human condition. Awareness of suffering is the first step toward freedom. The second noble truth, the truth of the cause of suffering, Samudaya, identifies craving, taṇhā, and ignorance, avijjā, as the roots of suffering. Craving manifests in 3 ways: desire for sensual pleasures, desire for existence, and desire for non-existence. Ignorance blinds us to the impermanent and interdependent nature of all phenomena, making us cling to what cannot last. This clinging binds beings to the endless cycle of birth and death, samsara. The third noble truth, the truth of the cessation of suffering, nirodha, offers hope. If craving and ignorance are the causes of suffering, then their cessation brings about liberation. This state of liberation is called nirvana, the extinguishing of the fires of greed, hatred, and delusion. It is not a place or a heaven, but a profound inner peace and freedom. This truth demonstrates that suffering is not a permanent condition. It can be overcome. The fourth noble truth, the truth of the path, magga, provides the method, the Noble Eightfold Path. This path is a balanced way of life that develops wisdom, panba, ethical conduct, skla, and mental discipline, samdhi. It includes right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. The path is not a rigid set of rules, but a dynamic process of personal transformation. Through practicing this path, ignorance and craving gradually weaken and eventually disappear. In essence, the Four Noble Truths form a diagnosis, cause, cure, and prescription. The Buddha, like a skilled physician, first identifies the illness, suffering, then its cause, craving and ignorance, declares the possibility of a cure, nirvana, and finally offers the treatment, the Noble Eightfold Path. This teaching is universal and timeless because it speaks to the fundamental human experience. Rather than asking followers to believe blindly, the Buddha invites personal investigation, direct experience, and inner transformation. By contemplating and practicing the Four Noble Truths, one can gradually awaken to the true nature of reality and live with wisdom, compassion, and peace. Namo Buddhaya.